Good morning, everybody. I am Miss Jess with the West Virginia Drug Intervention Institute, and it's so great to see you all today. I know we have some schools with us today from Putnam County, so I want to take just a moment and say hello to each one of the classes, okay? Great. Let's go ahead and do that. From Scott Tays Elementary, hi guys, we have Mrs. Dillard's class, Mrs. Montague's class, and Mrs. Chadwell's class. Hi, boys and girls. It's so great to see you. From West Tays Elementary, we have 4 classes joining us today. We have Mrs. Cox's class, and Mrs. Pennington's class, Mrs. Lipford's class, and Mrs. Dillard's class. I'm so glad that you guys are here. And also we have Winfield Elementary joining us today. We have Mrs. Breedlove's class and Mrs. Irwin's class, Mrs. Dixon's class, and Mrs. Sutherland's class. Hi, everybody. I'm so glad that you are all able to be here today. We're going to talk about something really important, okay, boys and girls? Yeah, it's all about medication safety today. Now, that might be something that you don't normally talk about in your class, but this is a special day. We're going to talk about how to be safe around medicine because it's something that everybody needs to know. All right, so I think you guys probably met a friend of mine, and I'm going to show you a picture real quick of my friend. You might have met him this week. Yep. His name is Rex, and we're going to be talking all about Rex today and how to be safe around Rex, because Rex is a prescription. Can you guys say prescription? Good job. I heard a couple of you. Good. Yeah, prescription. A prescription is a special kind of medicine. Sometimes they come in bottles like this. Yeah. And we go to the pharmacy when we have to get our prescription. Now, pharmacy is where we pick up our prescriptions, but there's also a special person that's working there. And that person's called a pharmacist. And that's a person that knows all about medicine. That's a pretty cool job, right? They're the ones we go to when we have questions about prescriptions or other medications. They're there to help us, and they're right there in your community. It's a great resource for us to have. So we're going to talk about medication safety today, specifically with our prescription. And we have 5 pages that we're going to go over today. And I'm not going to show you guys all of these at one time, but I'll go, this is kind of what it looks like, okay? And on each page, we have a page number. And I'm going to have you guys follow along with me today using that page number, okay? Great. Let's go ahead and get into our Don't Keep Rex Around program, all right? So we'll go ahead and pull up that first page, one I just showed you guys. And remember, each page is going to have a page number at the bottom. And there's 5 pages. Can you guys count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Each one of our pages is going to be numbered 1 through 5, and you can follow along on the page with me. Also, each page is going to have a name, and that's kind of what the special topic for that page, okay? So like on this page, it says Cap Rex. And we see here we have a hand pushing down on Rex's head. And if you'll notice, Rex's head has a cap on it. So that's why we call this page Cap Him, or Cap Rex. But something very important is going on here, boys and girls. Can you tell me if that is a big hand or a little hand? Yes, I think I heard a couple of you. That's a big hand. That means only an adult touches the medication. That's very important. And when we're taking our own medication, it's very important that a trusted adult give us the medication. So here we see a big hand putting the lid or the cap back on Rex, and that's a trusted adult. So who would be a trusted adult in your life? Yes, I hear some moms, I hear some dads. Good. How about a grandparent or your teachers? We have some great teachers in Putnam County, and I know that we can trust them. Yes, you could have a foster parent or maybe an aunt or uncle that you trust. These are all great examples of trusted adults. So remember, only a trusted adult will give you your medicine. Great. To help us remember this one, since we're pushing down on Rex's head, I want to do this for you guys, and then I want you to do it with me, okay? So let's pretend like I'm going to cap Rex myself. So I'm just going to go cap him, just like that. Can you guys do cap him with me? Good. Let's go up here, put your hands above your head, and on the count of 3, let's say cap him together, okay? Great. 1, 2, 3. Cap him. Good job, everybody. Now, why do you think it's important to make sure that Rex has his cap on? I think I heard somebody say we don't want the medicine to fall out, do we? Yes. If Rex's cap is off his head, the medicine could fall out. And if the medicine falls out, we might not have enough medicine to make us feel better, or maybe a little brother or sister or our pets could get into it. And we don't want that to happen. So we need to make sure that Rex's cap is always on his head. Let's do that motion one more time together, boys and girls, okay? Great. I'll do it on the count of 3 and you do it with me, okay? 1, 2, 3. Cap him. Oh, that was great. Give yourselves a hand. Nice job, everybody. Let's go ahead and pull up our second page. And on this page, I want you guys to notice we're on page number 2. You'll see the number 2 at the bottom of the screen. And then this one actually says no Rex. So let's look at what's going on in this picture. We have a young lady, maybe a kid your age, maybe a little bit older, and she's at the pharmacy with her trusted adult. And then on the other side of the page, we see a pharmacist in his white coat, and then we see Rex in the middle. It looks like the little girl is picking up her medicine. So when we pick up our medicine, the pharmacist is going to make sure that the name on the bottle matches your name. This is very important because prescriptions are made just for you. Yeah, isn't that awesome? Just like maybe you have a lunchbox that has your name on it. That way you know it's your lunchbox. Or maybe you have a parent or your guardian put your name on your toothbrush so you don't get it mixed up with your siblings. Yeah. Medicine, prescription specifically that we pick up at the pharmacy, will have our name on it. And that way you know that it's just for you. Isn't that great? So on this medicine bottle, we see the label, and the label kind of looks like a shirt on Rex, doesn't it? Yeah. So on Rex's shirt, or on that label, you're going to find a name. This one says Captain America. Well, I'm not Captain America, so I can't take this medicine. Only Captain America can take this medicine. So you always want to make sure that you know your medication. So check that label to make sure that your name is on it. Can you guys do this with me and say know him? Good job. Let's do it together on the count of 3, okay? Great. 1, 2, 3. Know him. Oh, that was great. Give yourselves a hand. Nice job, everybody. Let's go ahead and talk about the third important thing that I want to cover today. All right, so let's go to page 3, and you'll see the number 3 at the bottom. Is everybody there? All right, this page is titled Throw Rex. All right? Yes. So that's kind of a tricky thing to say, but I do want to point out a couple things happening on this page right here, okay? So here we see Rex, and he's in a hand. Now, is that a big hand or a little hand, boys and girls? Yes, that's a big hand. That means that we only want a trusted adult to handle Rex. So when we're talking about throwing Rex away, only a trusted adult throws Rex away. This is important for you guys to know too, because when medicine gets old or expired, that's a big fancy word that we like to use sometimes. Can you guys say expired? Good job. Give yourselves a pat. I heard several of you say expired. Good. So expired just means when something is old. And like with Rex here, when our medicine gets old, we don't want to take it because it can make us sick. So this one tells us when to throw Rex away. But who does the throwing Rex away part? Yes, our trusted adult. That's right. So a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, I shouldn't say a lot, because this has happened to me very recently, and I was quite upset about it, but I want to share it with you guys, okay? The other day, I went to pour myself a big bowl of cereal. Oh, it was my favorite cereal. It was pretty. It had all these different colors. It had pretty marshmallows in it. Oh, so good. And then I went to pour my milk on it, and I poured it on there, and you know what? My milk smelled really bad, and it didn't look so good. You know why? Yeah, because my milk was expired. It was old, and I had to throw away all my cereal. Well, the same thing we need to do with medicine when it gets old. We need to throw him or throw Rex away. Can you guys do throw him with me on the count of 3? Yeah? Great. Let's do that together. 1, 2, 3. Throw him. Good job, everybody. Get yourselves a hand. So the 4th page, and I'm going to talk about this one really briefly, okay? So we see the number 4 at the bottom of the page, and this one ties into that last page we just talked about. It says, don't keep Rex around. So when we aren't using Rex, or Rex is old or expired, we don't keep Rex around, okay? Do you guys see that circle there? And it has a line going through it with Rex. That means you don't touch Rex. Can you guys remember that? When Rex is old or expired, or we're not using him anymore, we don't keep Rex around. Okay? That means that I'm probably going to have a nosy little visitor pop up here in just a moment, okay? We'll see if he shows himself.
Well, hey, Miss Jess.
Hi, Rex. How are you doing?
Why, I would be doing a lot better if you had invited me to begin with.
Now, Rex, you're supposed to be at home in the medicine cabinet. I'm just letting you pop on right now to say hi to the boys and girls.
Well, I like to do these all the time with you, so that way I can show how wrong you are.
Now, Rex, we know that I'm not wrong, and we also know that you can't trick these smart boys and girls.
Well, how about we walk through the presentation again, and I will correct you.
How about I'll just highlight those 3 important points we talked about, Rex? We don't need to do the whole presentation again.
Well, I missed the first half.
Well, let's say, boys and girls, do you remember the first thing that we talked about? Was it this? Yes, Rex, these boys and girls learned that they need to cap you at all times to make sure your medicine...
I have such fancy hair that I have to show off.
Rex, there's no hair underneath that cap.
How do you know? I've got a cap on right now.
Now, Rex, we know that we need to keep that cap on so the medicine doesn't fall out. It has nothing to do with your hair.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am 100% sure. But let me go ahead and show you my cap, Rex, and see what you think of this.
That's just terrible.
It looks great, doesn't it?
No, that's really bad. You just need to take that off.
Now, Rex, that's not nice. But if you think I look bad, I'll go ahead and take it off because I don't want my hair to get flat anyways.
Hey, was that an insult at me?
Maybe. Did you pick that up, Rex?
I don't, see, if you took my cap off, you would see that I don't have a flat head.
Well, Rex, we're not taking our caps off because only trusted adults handle Rex. And your cap needs to stay on so your medicine stays in the bottle, Rex.
Whatever.
All right, boys and girls, you guys want to show Rex how we cap him together? Yeah? Okay, let's do it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Cap him. Didn't they do great, Rex?
That's very good. Excellent, guys.
Yes, so let's talk about the second thing we learned today, guys. We learned all about knowing you, Rex.
Ah, yes. To know me is to love me.
Now, Rex, we don't love you. Sometimes you're necessary and you can be helpful, but other than that, we don't want to keep you around.
Well, that's just rude.
Well, Rex, these boys and girls have learned that if their name is on the label, then the medicine is for them.
Mrs. Dillard's name?
Oh, Rex, that does not say Mrs. Dillard. You can't
Are
trick
you
these
sure?
boys and girls. Yes, I'm sure. That says R-E-X.
How about Mrs. Sutherland?
No, Rex, that does not say Mrs. Sutherland.
I'm pretty sure it spells Daily. Daily.
Does not say Mrs. Daly either, Rex. That says Rex. You can't trick these boys and girls, can they?
But I'm almost 100% positive.
No, Rex. That says R-E-X. Rex.
Which, to be fair, is one of the best names in all of history.
Now, Rex, we know that we don't want to share things, so that's why these boys and girls need to know you. So we don't want to trick them. We want to make sure that they know the name on the label, because we wouldn't want to take somebody else's stuff, would we?
That's true.
So, Rex, would you use my toothbrush?
Well, honestly, you probably have never used it, because I can smell your breath from here.
Now, Rex, that's not nice. But you wouldn't use my toothbrush. Would you boys and girls use my toothbrush? No way. We don't share toothbrushes. Just like we don't share medicine, Rex. You know what else we don't share?
What?
We don't share underwear, because that would be really
You can
gross.
pick your nose, but you can't pick your friends.
Oh, Rex, that's so gross. And so is sharing underwear. So we always want to make sure that there are just some things that are meant just for us, like toothbrushes and underwear and our medications. So if your name isn't on the medicine bottle, then it's not for you. Sound good, Rex?
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right, boys and girls, let's show Rex how we know him on the count of 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. Know him. That was so good. Didn't they do great, Rex?
Yes, very good, guys.
So let's talk about that third thing we learned today, guys.
Well,
Do
I'm
you
pretty
remember?
sure I heard, throw me a party! Yeah, it's party time! Party time!
No, Rex. We did not talk about throwing you a party. Sorry to say, but we talked about throwing you away when you're old or
That's
expired.
just rude.
It's not rude, Rex. That's being safe. And we're here today to talk to the boys and girls about being safe around medicine.
But you just don't want to throw me away, because I'm like super,
No, Rex. No, Rex. You can't trick these boys and girls. They know that when you're old or expired.
Wait. Old? You're so old that you went to school with dinosaurs.
No, Rex. That's not nice. I did not go to school with dinosaurs, boys and girls. And there's a difference between a person being old and medicine being old.
Oh,
So-
yeah? What's
yeah.
the difference?
Well, medicine, when it's old, could make us sick if we take it. People, we age very well, like fine cheese.
Sure.
So, boys and girls, what do we do when Rex is old or expired? Yeah, we throw him. Do you guys want to do that with me together on the count of 3? Yeah? Thanks. Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3. Throw him. That was so good, everybody.
Very impressive, guys. Really good.
So, Rex, you know what it means when we're talking at the end of the presentation and we're talking about throwing you because we don't want to keep you around?
Wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we've
This
reached
is the
that
part where
point.
you say that I need to leave?
Yep, this is it, Rex.
How about we do all three motions again? Because the kids did it so well. I'm so impressed.
Now, Rex, we'll go ahead and do cap him, know him, and throw him one more time. But boys and girls, we'll say goodbye to Rex after that, okay? All right, Rex, are you ready to see this action?
Yeah, let's see it.
All right. Boys and girls, do the motions with me on the count of 3, okay? Great. 1, 2, 3. Cap him, know him, throw him. Goodbye, Rex.
All right, I'm leaving.
Thank you guys so much for helping me out today and keeping Rex in line. Sometimes he can be a little tricky, but you guys know exactly how to be safe around medication now. So let's go ahead and review those main points that we talked about today. We're going to pull up the 5th page now, and you'll see the number 5 at the bottom. And this is our checklist, just to make sure that we've covered everything that we need to talk about today, okay? Yeah. All right, so let's get through these together. The first thing we talked about today is to cap Rex, or cap our medicine, because we want to make sure that the medicine doesn't fall out. If it falls out, we may not have enough medicine to make us feel better, or a little brother or sister, or even our pets could get into it and get hurt. So we always want to make sure that Rex's cap is on his head, right? Great. Now, who does the capping of the medicine? That's a trick question, isn't it? Yeah. Remember, that's a big hand that we see in the picture. So who does the capping of the medicine? Yes, our trusted adult. Remember, our trusted adults always handle the medicine. Good job, everybody. The second thing that we talked about was making sure that we know our medicine. If it doesn't have our name on it, then we don't take it. And we never share our medicine with anybody else. Make sure you always know him. Good job, everybody. The third thing we talked about is throwing our medicine away when it's old or expired. Who does the throwing away of the medicine, though, boys and girls? Is that a big hand again? Yes. So remember, only trusted adults throw away the medicine. Good job, everybody. When Rex is old or expired or we're not using him anymore, we want to make sure that we throw him away. Good. Which brings us to the fourth thing that we talked about, is that we want to make sure that we don't keep Rex around. Medicine is good for when we need it, but when we're not using it anymore, or it's old or expired, then we need to make sure that we are disposing of it properly with the help of our trusted adult. Well, boys and girls, that's everything I have for you today. I'm so glad that you stopped in to visit me. I'm sure we will talk again soon, and your teachers will have some follow-up activities for you about Rex and the Don't Keep Rex Around program. Parents, if you have any questions or concerns, you can always reach out to me through email at jessica@wvdii.org. We thank you for tuning in today, and we hope that you have a great day and happy holidays.